Lithosphere connects artificial intelligence, decentralized finance, and digital creativity across a single adaptive multi-chain framework. Powered by LinBFT, the network achieves near-instant finality. At its core, Multics enables seamless cross-chain transfers of assets, NFTs, and smart contract. Imogen Network fuels creativity through AI-generated media and verifiable NFT ownership. Call AI simplifies NFT creation with AI-powered multi-chain tools for artists and innovators. Together, they form an intelligent, self-evolving ecosystem. Lithosphere.
Scan the link on the screen or click the link in the description box to download the app now.
With it. Another thing I want to talk about, man, is 6ix9ine's interview with Bank. You know the brother Bank, right?
Yeah.
He does perspective with Bank. A lot of people are saying that 6ix9ine got the best of him. Now, there was a particular clip. I don't know if you had to hear this clip. I won't play it if you heard it already. When I seen this shit, it disgusted me. Because for one, there's a difference between, and there's no shot at perspectives with Bank, because I think he does a great job impressing people and bringing them right out. But it's a difference between being an interviewer and being a debater. When you bring people on your platform, you gotta be ready, because it made it seem like he got one up on you. And everybody, oh, he's telling the truth. Yeah, but see, you're missing the context of the truth that he's supposedly telling. At the end of the day, we weren't, and Bank was wrong about this in my opinion. We wasn't mad because he was a Mexican that told on black people. We was mad, like you said, and we was like, yo, you was a sucker because you was beating on your chest like you was King Kong. And you was Al Capone and all these different, gangsters. You was putting hits on people. You was calling shots. You was running around and going to hoods in Chicago, taunting people. And then when you got pinched by the Fed, you turned into a fucking chihuahua. That's why we was going at your neck. Yep. Now, if you would have been humble, humsy, chilling, and like, damn, I messed up. I had to tell because we would have never said nothing about it. You'd have still been a snitch or a rat, but we'd have been like, all right, man, let the man slide. But it's like, yo, you talking all this loud shit and then you go and snitch and shit. Where's that happen in the game? Yep. Nobody's coming at a young thug or even a guy like a gunner, even though he got, the heat a little bit. He shut his ass, he kept it moving. Mm-hmm. You're Mr. Agent Provocateur Antagonizer, and you felt like you had to go on this platform in front of a black man. You've been waiting years to now prove your point. Yep. So for the people that's saying who killed, all that shit's irrelevant, bro. This is why we was coming at your neck, because you was a fraud, and you was a bitch, and you was a coward. That's why.
I'm gonna leave that right there, and I'm gonna go on the other side. Cause I don't give a fuck about none of what he said. Oh, Slim 400 got killed by a brother. You ain't a brother.
Right.
So I don't want to hear that shit. We ain't out here talking about what happened to that unfortunate Mexican woman and that family when they were killed by the cartel and all this shit was going on. We're not talking about that. We talking about what you said and what you did out your mouth, nigga, not nobody else. Yep. No other murder matters and none of that shit in the context of what we're talking about right here, right now. Now, 100% what you said. We wasn't mad at him because he was Mexican doing all this shit. We was mad because you fucked up the game, what you did. The game was tore up the way you did it. Yep. It's not right. And then you glamorized it, and then you popularized it. And one thing you do, and I give you credit for this, 6ix9ine, that man has the gift of gab. He could talk. He can get behind a microphone and go at it word for word with anybody. No different than a Charleston White. And then he's protected by, oh, you won't hit me, or you won't go to jail. Oh, you won't. Mm-hmm. So he's protected by that. Mm-hmm. So this right here is lethal to him. He can't get in a booth and do a goddamn thing, but he could get right here and go to work. That's his game. But nah, man, miss me with all that shit. You jumping up and gallivanting and this and that because you feel protected and all of this. And now you want to go at black people because black people been doing this for years. And we the only race, and we've talked about this for the decade we've been on these platforms. We the only race that goes, oh, it's black on black crime. No, white on white crime happens every day.
Mexican on Mexican.
Asian, Mexican on Mexican. Cartels running amok, motherfucking kids and babies and children afraid to walk the streets because of Mexicans.
Nah.
But we don't want to talk about that and get into that because that's not what's popular. That's not what's making you bread. Black culture is.
Yeah.
And that's why you win it the way and deep, and you win it and you stomping your feet and pumping your chest the way it is. Because this shit's making you money. Because this shit makes the fucking world go around. And the second we see that and take control of this shit, like we've been talking about forever, shit'll be different. We'll have a little more respect on our name as opposed to letting this little weirdo freak clown show jump up and pump his chest out on a black platform going at black people. Shit's wild.
I would have told you, I'm like, sit your bitch ass down, nigga. If he was in our interview and did
Stand
that,
down.
sit your bitch ass down, nigga.
Yes.
Cause you ain't doing like get shit. You loud, jumping around, screaming, and the type of guy he sat with Bank. Bank is a humble.
He chill.
He chilling. He know what right platform to go on. And yo, the interview is going crazy numbers.
Yeah.
So shout out to Bank for
Good for him.
yeah. That's how like almost. It's probably gonna hit 1 million if it didn't already hit 1 million.
Good.
You know what I mean? In
Good.
a couple of days. You know what I mean? But again, like you said, you're in our culture now, exploiting our culture, making money off our culture. Go to Mexico with that shit. Go. You know what I mean? But that's a heck of a point when you talk about the cartels and shit, them killing people. You got them videos of them chopping people's head off, but nobody talks about Mexican. What do you think them gangs in California, Mexican gangs is doing? You think they kill other Mexicans?
Get busy.
You been out there. You already know how I
They
go.
get busy.
Right.
I had the police one time pull me over to stop and talk to me, and I'm afraid because I see people, little hoods and gangsters shit looking at me having conversations with these cops. I'm like, hey, you know them essays right there, dump their head over there right where you parked at right now. They run shit out there.
Yeah.
Dog.
Yeah.
Man, it's real, bro.
Yeah. Definitely. That can't be real right there.
What you say?
Oh, that's his accountant. Nick. I thought that was him. Okay. But yeah, I mean, great segment. That's all we actually gonna do. We gotta jump into an interview, but that's real shit. But again, this shit makes the world fucking go round, right? Your Vlad TVs, your 6ix9ine, all these people that are not from our culture, they found a nice little nestled egg in it to get fucking rich in our culture. And you know what I noticed too? None of this shit, it's all entertainment. And the street shit, none of that shit matters because as much people say they hate 6ix9ine, they tune into that interview.
Oh, and the numbers don't lie.
Right. And much people say they don't like Vlad. Vlad is probably loving people calling him an agent or a snitch. You're jumping in his comments on his video and watching his video and calling him an agent. You're getting him paid.
Running his numbers, yep.
So none of that shit. That's why I can see what Gucci Mane did. Like the comment section is not a real place. I had to learn that years ago.
Yeah.
It was the time where the comment section used to fucking run me.
Yep.
I used to be like, damn, I can't believe somebody said this. Oh my God, this is just really true. Oh my. But when you go around your family in real life, none of that matters. You got to learn how to separate that and turn that off. I used to find myself going at people in the comments and going at people going at me on the internet.
Fucking
50 states away.
Right.
Like messing my day up, pissed off.
Yep.
Like, hold on, this is fake.
Right.
You make the money from this shit, you turn it off when you move. But if they can't affect me unless I let them affect me, if I turn on and watch them. Once you understand that aspect, it's crazy, man.
The game up. You got control over the masses.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. So, man, hell yeah. Great one.